All right, I'm going to run this guy around. I will also run him around. And we are just going to surround the city as much as we can. I'm going to take a hit, hit, and another hit. Perfect. Keep on slipping. Hey, what's up, guys? Double O Slipping here, ready to play another game of Civilization 6. Today, we're on episode 2 of our Mapuche game. Okay, so I've made tentative plans, and I have a farm triangle in the city of Pikachu Slippin'. I have a farm triangle in the city of Dipslip, and as well, I have a campus in the city of Slippin' Since, a location for a city, and then I placed another city in the middle of nowhere here so that we can pick up those horses, and over here, one more city so that we can pick up this iron. We finished the entertainment complex in the city of Keep On Slippin'. I made plans to build the Coliseum, so we're just going to take a quick look to see if anybody's built it, and it looks like somebody is building it, and they've completed it. Okay, bastards. Mother. Well, that just means we're going to have to build something else. And I think I'm going to pick up the library so that we can jump our science up a little bit. We're going to send a trade route to Xi'an so that we can actually get a road up to China's empire. All right, we got the Eureka for stirrups because we just finished feudalism. Fantastic. I can grab serfdom. I think I'm going to grab feudal contracts so that we can start building some swordsmen. We do have 42 iron in the bank. Speaking of swordsmen, we should pick up one in Pikachu Slippin'. I believe we just finished the granary. Yes, so we're going to pick up a swordsman in the city as well. I think it's a good idea to start building up military. So we're going to pick up some horsemen. We have an extra envoy in the bank, and I think we're just going to hang on to it. Looks like we have an envoy in every single city-state so far, which is cool. So we're getting some extra bonuses from that. Looks like China is sending missionaries down to try and convert my city, so I got to keep that in mind. As a matter of fact, I should come into the capital and purchase a couple of missionaries. I should pick up a temple as well, actually, just so that I can grab a apostle and we can evangelize our belief and launch an inquisition as well. Okay, we're going to settle a city in the middle of the Antarctica. We're going to delete that pin. I'm going to rename the city as well to Antarctica Slippin'. Going through our tech tree, I think we want to go for military engineering. We're going to need aqueducts to boost that, actually, so maybe we'll go for engineering. And one of our cities, maybe our capital city, after we finish this settler, will pick up ancient walls, unless I can pick them up actually in Pikachu Slippin', because it would be a little more handy. Although I don't actually plan on getting attacked this game, so I'm just going to pick it up in the capital because it's just a lot cheaper. Or not a lot cheaper, but we have a lot better production in here, so it'll take a lot less time. And we're going to place a farm. I'm going to delete that pin. Perfect. And now we have a nice farm triangle for the city to grow. We're going to continue to do that in some of these cities. We have entered the medieval era. Okay, for our dedication, we will pick monumentality so that we can get builders and settlers for cheap. Finished a swordsman in the city of Slippin' Since. So we're going to send them to the front line. I'm going to chop these woods. We just finished another swordsman in the city of Pikachu Slippin'. I should probably pick up another swordsman if I could, but I can't. So I'm going to grab a horseman. World Congress time. I'm going to vote for myself so that I can culture bomb. And as far as production towards buildings, I'm going to pick not campus. I'm going to pick city centers because it is more likely to pass as well. It wouldn't be a bad idea to can get our infrastructure online. Theology is done. I love theology because of the scripture card. It's really going to pan out for our strategy this game. For civics, we should pick up military engineering, go for mercenaries so we can start upgrading our units. And we're going to place down a farm. We're going to complete this farm triangle. I'm going to delete this pin. All right, we just converted Antarctica Slippin', so that just gave us the boost for Reformed Church, which is a government that we want because it'll allow us to make purchases with faith for a lot cheaper. Right, okay, so we got this builder in the city. I'm going to chop this out. That's going to automatically give us the temple. Now we can place an aqueduct right here, and that'll boost military engineering. Then we're going to purchase an apostle. As a matter of fact, we're going to purchase 2 apostles. We're going to evangelize and launch an inquisition at the same time. I think I should settle a city here. Fantastic. We're going to delete that. I'm going to rename the city Northside Slippin'. The battering ram is going to be done next turn. So I'm going to purchase a builder this turn. And I'm planning to chop out these woods here and place a campus. Horseman done and Pikachu Slippin'. So we're going to start working on a swordsman. I would like to get the tech for harbors. Before we stop off to get military engineering, we'll pick up celestial navigation. Okay, we just converted Mitla. We converted Antarctica. I do want to have some extra missionaries on hand for when I conquer some of these cities. I can immediately start converting them to our religion. I'll chop it out and we'll place a campus right here. And I'll delete that pin. 6 turns, we should be done. I guess I could just come up here as well and just chop that out. 2 turns and we're done the campus. I'm going to launch an Inquisition as well. I'm going to evangelize a belief. And I think we want to pick up Holy Order so we can purchase missionaries and apostles a lot cheaper. We got the Eureka for military engineering, and we got sailing and military training all in the same turn. We should pick up a couple of horsemen so that we can make this war happen. We have the opportunity to switch up our government. We're no longer building too many swordsmen. We are kind of, but not really. I think I'm going to put in, what is that card again? Maneuvers. It looks like we've lost open borders with China, so I definitely want to get open borders still. That way we can stay friendly until we wage war. As far as our religion go, yes, we do have cross-cultural dialogue. So the more cities we convert, the more science we have. So we're going to want to convert cities as we go so that we can start snowballing. Okay, we found the capital city of Dido. We will be taking that city eventually. Okay, we have celestial navigation. I love it. And we're going to place down I would like to place down an encampment actually. I'm going to place one down here. Probably not a bad idea. And I'm going to place down a harbor right here. I do still want to build my swordsmen, and we'll consider building those in the next couple of turns as well. I'm going to come into the city of Northside Slippin, and we're going to place down a harbor here as well. Okay, horsemen heading to the front line. I love it. 2 more horsemen next turn. Swordsmen on the way. Things are going to get really scary for the enemy. One of the barbarian encampments have become a city-state. And we have the city-state of Akkad. So that's really useful because if I'm not mistaken, yes. So Akkad acts as a battering ram in itself just to have suzerainty of them. So I'm definitely going to put a couple of envoys in that. That's going to give me suzerainty of Akkad. Now we no longer need battering rams to take down walls. So I love it. And it looks like they have crossbowmen. So that's really scary. And they have suzerainty of Namadal. So they've levied their units. If I look at Namadal, they have 4 envoys in there. So maybe what I can do is I can break suzerainty of them right before our war. Our trader has made it to Chandu. So we do have a road right up to their cities. And we might just wait for our trader to make it to Xi'an. That way we have a road all the way up to here. Okay, we got mercenaries. Fantastic. Let's plug out maneuvers because we don't need it at this moment. Let's grab retinues. Actually, I want retinues because I do have enough iron and I want to upgrade that warrior. Everything else is good, so we're going to leave that the way it is. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to click on this guy and boom, we have ourselves a swordsman. All right, we got the Eureka for machinery. We got military engineering. We found Niter down here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do a quick search on Niter, and we have Niter here, here, and here. So we're definitely going to want to send a builder to Buenos Aires, and we're going to take suzerainty of them eventually and settle a city right on the honey actually, and then reach that. And I can settle a city down here. So we're definitely going to want to settle both. So I'm going to settle a city on the honey. I'll delete this pin and we'll place the pin right here. Perfect. And we'll settle a city down here and we'll pick up this niter as well. We do have the opportunity to get our Diplo quarter. So I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll place it on this hill. Then if I do go for a space race, I can always place the spaceport right there. As far as our techs go, we should definitely go for castles. Machinery's on the cards as well, so we can get crossbowmen. So let's get that. There is some niter up here, which is interesting. So I can always send a settler up here to get it. And that's actually not a bad idea, which would mean we would have to get shipbuilding. So I'm going to go for that. All right, we're just about ready to wage war. So I think we're going to do it next turn, which means I'm going to want to take suzerainty of Namadal. I wonder how much it would actually cost to levy their military. 465 gold. That's actually a really big possibility. That actually might work out very, very nicely. Now is the time to declare war. So we're going to declare war. He's going to be pissed. I can send him over up. They do have extra combat strength in here because of the quadrarine, but that's okay. We're going to send this guy over, this guy up. We are just going to surround the city so the units can't jump in and out of the city. And we're going to start advancing with our swordsman because there's a good chance that he's going to try and build walls as well. And I'm going to levy the military of Namadal. Perfect. So now we have some extra units on the coast. We have an extra governor title. I'm going to promote the Void Singers. We're going to grab Chorus so that we can get the extra science. So if I come in here and I think I can do this, boom, everything just jumped up. And we just met the King of Portugal. So that's good. That's good. This will make things a lot more interesting. We found the Matterhorn as well. We're going to hit the city center to do a little bit of damage. All right, I'm going to run this guy around. I will also run him around. And we are just going to surround the city as much as we can. I'm going to take a hit, hit, and another hit. Perfect. They're not building walls yet either, which is kind of crazy. We have our missionary right behind as well, so we're going to convert the city right away. I believe he's only got 2 spreads, so I'm definitely going to have to pick up another missionary. So I'm going to come into the city of Double O Slippin'. We're going to come in here. We're going to purchase a Inquisitor. We're going to purchase the Inquisitor. We're going to send him to the front line, and that'll help us with our religion. I'm going to pick up the consulate because as we get more envoys in city-states, that's going to actually pay off big time. All right, we have shipbuilding. I love it. So that means we can just grab this guy. It's our settler now. I'm going to keep taking shots on this guy. And as far as the city goes, I'm going to step this guy over. I want to get a pillage off here so that we can heal the horsemen. I'm going to continue to surround the city as much as I can. And we will attack. Perfect. This is our city. We do want to convert the city to our religion. So I'm going to send this guy up. Start working on that. A little bit of a loyalty problem. So that's something to keep in mind as well. You know what? I can probably make do without Magnus in the capital now. So I'm going to reassign Magnus. I'm going to put him in Chengdu for now, just to help the loyalty. We're going to repair our infrastructure. So we're going to queue up the granary in the old God Obelisk. Maybe what I plan to do with the city is I plan to put a harbor here. So I'll set down the harbor just to lock in its price. But for now, we're going to keep fixing the infrastructure. We found the capital city of Amsterdam. So that will be ours as well this game. Okay, we just lost a horseman. The one that was protecting our settler. That's okay. We're going to run away. I am going to protect this guy with the horseman. Hopefully we can kill this stupid crouching tiger. And yes, we did. Lovely. We finished the temple in the city of Slippin' since Slippin'. We should pick up a granary while they're still cheap. As a matter of fact, it's probably not a bad idea to pick up all our city center buildings in our city. So we finished the campus. So I'm going to queue up the old God Obelisk, the granary, and then the library. I am going to see if the King of Portugal is willing to buy some honey, and he's willing to pay 7 gold per turn. So that's a pretty good deal for now. You know, considering that he's the only one willing to buy that kind of stuff from me. And I'm going to get open borders. He's going to make me pay for it, but it's worth it. We're going to take that deal as well. And I'm going to keep my strategics because I do plan on producing more military. Okay, we're going to pillage the farm. That's going to give us some health. Looks like they're still not building walls, which is kind of a trip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly creep forward. And there's a quadrine here. So I'm going to put my horseman here so he doesn't get hurt. And we're going to start creeping around and do the same thing we just did to the last cities. We're going to surround the city and we're going to take it as quick as we can. We have some room to grow in the city. I would like to place a governor in here eventually so that we can get the benefits of the audience chamber. Now, we have a 9-turn Temple of Artemis. And you know what? We have a 10-turn Temple of Artemis in Keep On Slippin'. Temple of Artemis would actually be not bad, but I want to place it in between 2 cities so that we can set down some theater squares. We're going to place it actually right here. And I think I want to work on that Temple of Artemis just for fun. It's going to give us a lot of amenities and it's going to keep the city growing very tall. All right, we have the city of Xi'an surrounded. So we're going to start taking shots. Beautiful. We should be able to take the city next turn. And we have our warrior that we took from Namadal onto their campus. We are going to pillage. Now we got machinery. Fantastic. We're making 32 gold per turn, which is not bad. So I feel confident enough that we can upgrade our archers into crossbowmen. That will give us metal casting. Lovely. And that'll give us some stronger ranged unit to defend our cities. It looks like one of our units was captured by China. I got a feeling that it's the settler. I'm hoping not, but I think it is. Looks like we're at war with Portugal now. No, we didn't lose the settler. Looks like we lost. Yes, we lost the builder over here. Okay, not a big deal. Not the end of the world. I'm going to run this horseman away. He might get hurt by this guy. So what I might do is take a step over, take a shot, I don't mind killing off Namadal's army. Not a big deal. And maybe what I'll do is I'll switch places with him. First, I'm going to take the city. Perfect. I'm going to switch places with him, and then we'll attack. Perfect. So we're safe. I'm going to come up here with our settler. We're not at war with Auckland, I believe. No. Perfect. Okay. Actually, we're going to want to take suzerainty of Auckland when we have enough envoys, because they make for really nice shallow tiles in our empire. We're going to keep the city. We are struggling with loyalty in a major way. Chengdu looks like they are settling in pretty good. They're going to have full loyalty. Rising 42. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Magnus. I'm going to reassign to Jian. And that'll slow down our loyalty problem. I'm going to settle a city right on the honey. And I'm going to rename the city to 50 Shades of Slippin'. We're struggling for gold once again. I was going to plug in the veterancy card, but I'm going to plug out the professional army card, and I'm going to plug in conscription just so that our gold situation gets under control a little bit. And we're going to plug that in. That just jumped our gold up about 16 gold. So that's good. So I'm going to pillage their campus one more time. That's going to give me a boost towards castle. I do want to boost castles properly, actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can rush Divine Right. 3 turns, and about 1 turn I'll switch off castles. It looks like Beijing is still not building walls as well, so that's something to keep in consideration. I think I'm going to rush them. All right, I'm going to purchase this tile, and we will put down our first niter mine that will give us the Eureka for rifling. I love it. Did we not pick up a settler in the city? No, we didn't. Okay, so we're going to pick up one more settler. We're going to settle a city here so we can get this niter online as well. I got to get a builder over here to get this one. And we're just about to settle a city on this river so we can pick up that niter. Okay, we're going to take a shot on the city. We're barely making any sort of damage on the city. Looks like they have a galley and a crouching tiger in here. So that is not good news. Take another shot on the city. This is going to be a tough city to crack. We have our swordsman on the way, which is great. Our inquisitor has finally made it to the city of Chengdu. So we're going to remove heresies. Fantastic. So we've now converted the city to our religion. And actually, we can come in here and start purchasing some religious units from the cities. Okay, we just lost a couple of units. We lost our scout as well. It is what it is. Okay, we're going to go for monarchy. Lovely. We're going to plug in conscription as a permanent card. And I think we should pick up chivalry just so that we can build our cavalry a little bit quicker. Serfdom is still a good card. Scripture is still a good card. I want to get as much faith as I possibly can. I think we're building the Temple of Artemis as well. Gothic architecture wouldn't be a bad card. Actually, you know what? Screw Gothic architecture. Let's put in veterancy so that we can build our harbors and our encampments a little bit quicker. Yes. So now we got the Eureka for castles. So now we can upgrade all of our horsemen to coursers, which is really scary. If only we had a little more gold. I wonder if Dido will actually buy any more stuff off us. And it looks like she'll pay us 12 gold per turn for our olive. So we'll take that deal. And she's willing to pay 9 gold per turn for 20 iron. Okay, now that we have divine right, we have monarchy. We should go right for Reformed Church so that we can purchase units. Military units once we get the Grandmaster's Chapel, which I think we got to queue up right after this horseman. So we could purchase our units a lot cheaper. We're going to step forward and attack. I love it. They're still not building walls, which is really nice. And we're going to continue to attack as much as we can. And we're going to back up our horsemen with our swordsmen just in case they need our support. We have a builder in Xi'an. Oh, that's right. I want to get this niter online. Beautiful. That just gave us an extra era score. I love it. And we have the opportunity to settle a city right next to some niters. So we're going to settle a city here. And we're going to call it Triple O Slippin'. And we're going to place down a harbor in the city. All right, we're going to hit the city. Hit the city. We are going to hit the city. And we're working down the city. Hopefully we can take it in the next couple of turns. Okay, we just lost a bunch of units. Looks like this pikeman is causing us some problems. All right, looks like they're starting to really defend their cities, which is pretty scary. So you know what? I'm just going to run these guys into the city. Hopefully we can take this city down a little bit further, but if we can't, it is what it is. This pikeman is in the way. So I'm going to jump my horseman forward, and we'll see. Maybe he'll take down my horseman because he is a lot weaker towards pikemen and stuff like that. All right, we're going to settle the city down here, and we're going to call this Really Cold Slip. And right away, I definitely want to get that niter online. So we need a builder. So I'm going to purchase a builder with faith. And we're going to place down a harbor right here. And I think we're going to go for the old god obelisk right away, just so that we can get our infrastructure and get the extra culture and the extra faith. All right, we are taking major hits on every single side. This pikeman still is not moving, which is ridiculous. Looks like we might have to back off Beijing for now. It's a possibility that we cannot continue this war just yet. So we might have to back off and heal all of our units. Oh, you know what? They just built walls. That's what just happened. And it looks like they got medieval walls automatically, which is insane. So what we got to do is we got to back off for a little while. We're going to gain our military strength back up. We're going to stabilize our entire empire, make sure that all our cities are fully loyal and stuff, and we'll build an empire. So for now, I'm going to call that the end of the episode. I appreciate you guys watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button and leave me a comment. And if you want to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe. Thanks.